Hey everybody, Josh Hannabury here, Truck Focus Podcast. First off, I hope you're having a really good day. It's a beautiful, I won't lie, it's a little cold today here in Calgary, but we made the most of it, and lots of good things on the go. So just wanted to quickly talk about what does it mean to be productive and give some pointers that I try and use every day in my life just to kind of get the most out of the day. So first off, productivity, I think, is something that is often overlooked in our industry. And what I mean by that is a lot of times my observations of myself at times, but also of others, is we like to be busy, but busy doesn't always mean productive. So in my opinion, again, this is kind of a loose definition, is being productive is knowing what you're doing, why you're doing it to obtain a certain goal. So busyness could be showing up to the office place, moving paperwork from one side of the desk to the other, answering monotonous emails just for the sake of it, and all of a sudden being like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, must grab lunch. That's just being busy. That's looking busy, but that's not necessarily being productive. And in our industry, we're all about results, which is something that I really appreciate. So my process that I'll break down, a couple pointers, is productivity always starts the night before. And what I mean by that is, a long time ago, I learned something from Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook or whatever, and he always talked about priming your day. So I think we can really adapt that mentality in our day-to-day life. So priming our day in my life, so I'll speak from experience, would be setting out my clothes the night before. I find that super important because that way when I'm tired, a little groggy, maybe I didn't get the best sleep because my little guy wanted to wake up at 3 a.m, I know my clothes are set out. I know where they are. So after I obviously shower, brush my teeth, all that good stuff, finding and putting on the right clothes, not hard whatsoever. By the time I get downstairs, I know the night before I packed my lunch to the best of my ability. So thanks to my beautiful wife, she definitely helps with that process. But yeah, you know that, okay, I'm taking these 6 things for the lunch today. Perfect. You know where they are. They're in one spot. So it's simply putting them into your lunch bag, a paper bag, whatever you use. You know that you're good. Same thing with breakfast, your morning coffee, whatever it is that you do in the morning, have it primed the night before. Basically being prepped, so that way it's called a fluid morning. The moment you wake up to the moment you leave your house, your condo, wherever you live, there's zero friction. So you're not stubbing your toe on the door, or you're not, oh, where'd I put that shirt? Oh, it's my good shirt, I have to speak today. Whatever it is, you eliminate all of that because everything's set the night before. So now that you've entered your vehicle, again, depending on what you drive, maybe you take the bus, which is totally cool, take a taxi, and next is super important. So I am a big believer in obviously listening to podcasts. That's one reason why I created it. But it's priming our minds to know we're telling our brains what's possible. So you do that through self-encouragement. So in the morning, obviously, you just hopefully had somewhat of a sleep. Your morning up to that point is good. There's no friction. Your brain's really receptive to things going on around you. So if you listen to just whatever music that's full of negativity, full of swears, that kind of stuff, what do you think is getting pumped into your brain? It's going to go out throughout the day. So I really encourage you to listen to stuff that's really uplifting, items that are just going to empower you to be the best you. Things that, like Tony Robbins always talks about, we have to raise our standard. So when we raise our standard of expectations, we're telling ourselves and our brains and our heads, this is what I expect of myself today. So it's super important. So checking out positive podcasts, checking out good music, just good beats, whatever it is, but make sure it's on the positive side. It's encouraging, it's uplifting. So that way when you're in an environment, by the time you arrive to work, you're in a great headspace. You're in a mindset where things are possible. I'm going to achieve today, because that's what you filled your head with for the last hour, 2 hours, depending what time you wake up. Third, and I also believe this is super important, is know what you're doing when you arrive. So again, this is a prime the day before aspect. I'm a big believer in taking notes, having checks, like little boxes that I can check. So Simon Sinek, he does an awesome speech just talking about the dopamine rush that you get when you accomplish something. So on a cell phone, when you hear the ding, to you, right now it's an addiction. I think we're all addicted somewhat to our phones. We're like, oh, I gotta check it. So do the same thing in a notebook. I always encourage people to carry a notebook, have your first couple things filled out in the morning that you need to do, say before 10 a.m. And it doesn't matter your position. You're a professional driver. What's the first thing that you're gonna be doing? What am I hauling today? Where's my paperwork? Got to do a pre-trip inspection. So they're all checklist items. Same thing in an office environment, a sales environment. So carry a small notebook with you. You can pick them up super cheap at the dollar store. So that way, when you're rocking out goals before 10 a.m., boom, 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 boom. It's awesome. So another super good guy that I follow, Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor, Zig Ziglar, some of the older generation motivational speakers. And yeah, they always talk about in sales where they're like, most people don't actually work in sales till 10 a.m. So that means because most salespeople are commission based, they're unemployed till 10 a.m. But if you wake up, you're primed, you're ready to go, you're filling your head with just different encouragement stuff, by the time you get to your place of work, wherever that is, you're rocking out goals. You're knocking off items. You're a producer. So who do you think's going to notice that? Your employer, your customer, your colleagues. And I'm a big believer as well that we all create our legacy every day. Legacy isn't just something to look back on 100 years from now. Legacy is something that you can build every day. So if you're intentional on those three things every day, what legacy do you feel you're leaving in your environment? So again, those are things that I try and practice all the time. Those are like the top three things that if I can do those right, I know I'm going to have a productive day. Not a busy day. I know busyness happens in our life, especially in our industry, but it's going to be a productive day. Goals are going to be accomplished. So Denzel Washington, another one of my heroes, he did a speech a couple years ago for a university, and I remember when I was watching it, I was going, whoa, it was awesome. And what he talked about was a dream's just a dream until you write it down. And once you write down a dream, it becomes a goal. But a goal doesn't mean nothing unless there's action items, actual obtainable, go after it action items that you can check off throughout the day. That's how you're getting that goal. So for yourself, if you're a professional driver, first off, appreciate what you're doing. Thank you so much. But what is your goal? Is your goal to become a safer driver? Is your goal to be better at cargo securement, just maybe faster at certain things, better at customer service? Maybe it's not having road rage by 10 a.m. Whatever it is, if you're a dispatch, your operations, we all have different goals throughout the day. We just have to make sure that we're focused on those goals. So if you follow those three things, I promise you from personal experience, it will totally shift the director of your life, your career. If you're in your own business, if you're doing this in any type of career setting, it works. So those are my 3 pointers for today, all on productivity. So thank you so much for checking in. Hope you have a wonderful day. I do ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So just press that little red button below. Boom. Then you're subscribed. So that way, the greater our following, the greater the impact. And we're all about creating a positive impact in our industry. So thank you so much. And as always, I always include social media links. So that way, yeah, you can check out the different stuff that we're doing. So thanks so much for your time today. Have a really safe day. Enjoy the week. Talk to you soon. Bye.